Oh, the Democrat fallout as they're figuring it out. You know who is actually behind Joe Biden? Who's actually running the country? It's Jill Biden. It was always Jill Biden. Jill, now the Democrat Party's begging her, please have your husband step out. We're serious now. Oh, these are good times. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This debate going on the Democrat side is going to go on until they finally make a decision. Are they going to keep Biden and go against the will of everyone, including most prominent Democrats? Remember, there's this core think tank of Biden, the Bidens, the Obamas, Bill Clinton, Gavin Newsom, the big kind of brainy think tanks. And they're divided now against the Democrat voters do not want Biden to run. And all of the mainstream media and all the Democrats in media do not want Biden to run. They say you're going to elect Trump. That's why we're here having a big giant party in Exile, because when the battle's on their side, let them fight. Let them tear each other apart. I hope they have it'd be great if they had some riots, some real protests over at that Democrat convention where Biden will probably have to release his delegates and superdelegates and just say, guys, you're released. Go vote. The only reason why that doesn't happen is because of one Jill Biden. It was always up to her. Here's the Hill. More endowed. Wait a minute. What was that? Oh, okay. Maureen Dowd. Oh, okay. Calls for Biden to leave race after shaky debate. He looked ghostly. Look at him. He's just sitting there staring. Ghostly, ghastly, corpse-like. They call him the cadaver in chief. Remember during the debate that he went through so many of his notes, they trained him so much to say, the idea that. They go, just start your line with the idea that. And he'd go, the idea that. Then he'd go, what was the idea? I forgot. New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd called on President Biden to abandon his re-election campaign following his poor debate showing on Thursday night, warning that deciding to run was ill-advised and made him no better than his adversary, former President Trump. So there, now Biden is no better than Trump to a Democrat. Trump being the most dangerous man in the world. And now the Democrats, this is how hard they're turning on Biden. Biden, who's usually the one to stab someone in the back. And now the entire party is stabbing him in the back. And it is great to see them devour him alive. So this is a new line of insult I have not heard yet. Maureen Dowd has just now said, if you can't step down, you're no better than Trump. So she might as well vote for Trump. Maureen Dowd, welcome to the Republican Party, to the conservatives. Here's your rebel flag to put on the back of your pickup truck. Get that chrome bumper on there with the balls hanging down and, your NRA sticker on there. Welcome, Maureen Dowd. Come with us to one of our barbecues where we serve meat. There's no soy milk, just pig. We just eat pigs, bloody flesh. Come with us. Come to the gun range. We'll show you how to shoot our grenade launchers together that we bought at Walmart. I don't know. Okay. He's being selfish, Maureen Dowd said in that exact voice. He's putting himself ahead of the country. He's surrounded by opportunistic enablers. This is what they usually say about Trump. This is what they're saying about their own candidate for the Democrat Party, guys. If you're not happy yet, if you're not smiling, Republicans, you're doing it wrong. Take the win. He's putting himself ahead of the country. Who does that? Oh, Joe Biden. He's surrounded by opportunistic enablers. Who does that? Joe Biden. Your entire party does that, Maureen Dowd. This is what you've always done. So she's so shocked that gambling is going on in this casino, like in Casablanca. He has created a reality distortion field. God, she is such a good writer. Biden has created a reality distortion field. That's like the name of a movie. That'd be a great sci-fi movie. I'm making a reality distortion field where we're told not to believe what we've plainly seen. Oh, she's quoting me. Look at these bird legs. Look at these shorts and bird legs. Okay, let's get back. I have to let's keep my gams off screen. This is what we would say about them, like they're bad. And she's going, we're told not to believe what we've plainly seen. Maureen Dowd, you've seen this for 4 years. You were part of the problem. Okay. This is again about Biden from Maureen Dowd. His hubris is infuriating. Like, how dare he? He says he's doing this for us, but he's really doing it for himself, unquote. No, actually, he's doing it for his wife. Jill Biden is doing a massive brain scramble on Joe. Joe, you memorized, you said all the words, you remembered all your note cards. Joe, you did it, honey. Get out there and you get back to work. You get me back in that White House. You get me my drivers and my personal security detail, and I get to wear my floral curtains. You get me back on that. I want that Pride Month. I want the Easter bunny hunt with the bunny going out there. I want to wave my magic wand like I'm America's a fairy godmother wearing the couch upholstery. I want my fancy meals and I want my private jet. I want my place in history. This is going to be Jill Biden, guys. I swear this is going to be up to Jill Biden. Look, the Republican Party, the Democrat Party is going to go up to Jill Biden and say, you know what? You had a great first run. But look, do you want to go down in history as the woman who caused the only person who Trump could have won Biden? You're the one who caused him not to drop out. But Trump is the most existential threat. He's going to end the country. He's going to destroy democracy. And you're in it for your ego. He's a felon. You know what I mean? He's a criminal. He's a felon. He's crude. He's terrible. And you're going to get Trump reelected. That's what you're going to be known for. Your husband caused President Trump. If you stay in. If they stay in, it is Joe and Jill Biden. It's their fault they wouldn't step down. Remember the girl screaming about Ruth Bader Ginsburg? I don't know if you've ever seen that clip, but she's like screaming, going, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, why didn't you drop out before you died? And she's shrieking. Democrats are shrieking. Democrats, this is a new tack. They're starting to turn on Joe. Joe and Jill, they're going, we're coming after you. If Trump becomes president, Jill, you will be the most hated Democrat in history. Biden, if you stay in, you arrogant, dirty, stubborn SOB. If you stay in, you're going to be the most hated Democrat in history because they could have beaten Donald Trump. They couldn't. There's polls showing that, but you could have. And by the way, I might need to start the speculation now. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to throw an audible here. We're going to start the speculation now. Because people are going like, this other candidate could have beaten Trump, okay? We could have thrown in Gavin Newsom, whatever. They did a head-to-head poll of every possible candidate. This Jewish guy, Shapiro, out of New York, who's supposed to be really young. There's no way in hell the Democrat Party is going to have a Jew for president, a young Jew for president. Democrat Party, no way. They would lose 1/3 of their own party there. So you know what? They're bad Palestinians, as Trump would say. Not very good ones. So they would lose if they did a Jew. Okay. So they have to pick how do they get a woman? How do they get a black person in there? Now, of all of the names that they brought up, like Cory Booker and all these, the only one that got within 2 percentage points of Donald Trump, it was Gretchen Whitmer. Now, they'd get a Midwest state for sure back with having Gretchen Whitmer be the Democrat Party candidate, and she's a woman. And then they have to fix the black thing or the minority thing with Kamala Harris. So I think Raphael Warnock out of Georgia, then they get Georgia. They might get a state out of it. So no matter whether if it's greasy reptilian Gavin Newsom, his vice president, probably Raphael Warnock. Gretchen Whitmer, probably Raphael Warnock. You heard it here first. I'm calling it. If they get rid of Biden, okay, Whitmer crosses off the female president thing that then they go to Kamala Harris and say, hey, we have a female, we have a black, we check the two boxes. Okay. And maybe that will trigger Kamala Harris to come out as a lesbian, because then she gets a third box, and then she'll go, well, she comes in and she pulls out she pulls out her marker there. What's that marker for? And then she holds up the boxes and she goes, thank you. I'm now the candidate. Now the Democrat candidate. Goodbye. Okay. That's Maureen Dowd in a column titled The Ghastly versus the Ghostly. Dowd joined several of her New York Times columnist colleagues on Saturday morning to call on the president to step aside. On Friday, the New York Times editorial board called on Biden to drop out of the race. Oh, guys, this news is so good. How did things get this good? I don't deserve this life. It's too good. What happened to 2024? What did I do? Did I save some kid's life? Okay. Quote, he struggled to explain what he would accomplish in the second term. He struggled to respond to Mr. Trump's provocations. He struggled to do everything but fill his pants with poop. Oh, wait, I added that last part. He struggled to hold Mr. Trump accountable to his lies, his failures, and his chilling plans, unquote. The board said, quote, more than once, he struggled to make it to the end of a sentence, unquote. And Jake Tapper would come in and rescue him. President, we have another quote. Can you answer the question, please? Boy, what a fallout. What a spin out. What an embarrassment that everyone was lied to, guys. Oh, it's too good. I'm trying not to enjoy it too much because we have to work harder against these people. Keep the boot on their neck, guys. We're not done fighting. We're going to do get out the vote. I want Trump to win 49 states like Ronald Reagan if we can. I am not going to rest. This ain't because the Democrats. Okay. We're going to make this too big to rig. I'm Doug in exile.